So here we are today looking at John Kasich at the Democratic National Convention. If you've ever wondered how people become celebrities, just look at this guy. I mean, he's literally doing whatever is possible in his power to get in front of as many cameras as possible. Before this, you had Ava Longoria announcing the DNC. After that, you had Michelle Obama talking about something, who was never even an elected official. My question is, what are these people talking about? Do these people really think that everybody's listening to them? I I I venture to guess that they really believe so. I think this guy actually thinks he has some sort of pull in this country. And maybe there are a few old wrinkly people like him that are listening to what he's saying. But what? I mean, I get that you can be young and popular and people are going to say what you want, you know, but or you're going to say what people want you to say. But it's hard for me to believe that this guy, John Kasich, is going to be the one to really change the election. Yet here we are, watching him continue to ramble on just like he did before. Old Gil trying to make a difference in the world. Alright, I get it. You were good for your state, maybe, but you had your time. And that's what I'm wondering now. Everyone says that this Democratic National Convention is the progressives. It's the young people finally taking power of this nation. And sure, AOC is there, but can you find anybody else out there that's less than 76 years old that's actually trying to make a difference that hasn't already had that massive opportunity? Yeah, sure. Go ahead and say, what's her name? Michelle Obama did it. But, she says she's not a politician. She doesn't like politics. So why is she there? The most political event that exists in the planet, and there she is saying she doesn't like politics. That's fine. Just be honest. Don't pull a CNN on here and say that you're the most unbiased name in news, and then you're going to start throwing out things like, I don't like politics, while you're presenting the most political people in the world that have literally been politicians their entire lives. Don't put this out there and then make a lie like that. And then let's move on to the real story of the hour. Look at this lady. Oh yeah, she's the one that should be interviewing Joe Biden, the WAP woman. I mean, have you even heard her speak? Is that even English that she's speaking? Does Joe Biden know where he is? He looks mad that he even has to talk to her. Are you kidding me? What is this? Is this what we're supposed to vote on? The fact that Ava Longoria, Alyssa Milano, and Cardi B are gonna show up here and tell us who to vote for, all the while California is falling apart, the wildfires are spreading like crazy, and every other person that owned a business over there is now just leaving the state because they have nothing left to their names. You know, I lived in Seattle for a while. I understood what it was like to be around that kind of stuff. Okay? And there's a limit that people will accept, and I think I experienced that limit in Seattle. But now we know what's been going on for the last few months. And you expect me to accept these people that have made that opinion so drastically. You want me to say that Cardi B should be able to influence Joe Biden and his electorate to make this country a better place? No, no, not for a second am I going to sit here and accept the fact that all that's been going on in the convention for the last 2 or 3 days is this, trotting her out. Sure, maybe she's a good mother. I don't know. I don't know what she is like as a mother. But all I do know is that she can barely speak English. Okay? She can continue rapping all she wants, but I don't want any of her music on at my house. There's no way that I'm going to accept that kind of language in my home. And you want me to accept that that kind of language is what's going to be leading this nation moving forward? No. Okay? Do you think she knows all the things that Joe Biden has said in the past after all the crap that she's been talking about him? I can't continue like that. I'm not going to pretend and sit here like I know everything or the answers to everything or that I know how these political games work, but I will tell you Cardi B isn't going to be the one to lead this country forward. Joe Biden, if that's the kind of advice that he's taking, he's not the one that I want in office moving this country forward. So sure, continue the DNC, continue doing these things that you do. I mean, what is this? You tell me that I can't stand for the national anthem. You tell me that it's okay to kneel for the national anthem. You're gonna tell me that we gotta defund the cops, and this is what you're gonna push? You know, I mean, not even to mention the way he's dressed. as if that's some sort of normality. Not even to mention the fact that the production values are about, I mean, worse than the video I'm making right now. Let's just talk about the fact that they're acting as if patriotism is their platform, when all they've done for the past however long is crap all over patriotism and how hard it is to be a patriot in this country, especially when you're a minority. You know, there you go. Let's just represent how we can't stand for the national anthem while at the same time saying that the national anthem in this country is so paramount to everything. No, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like we shouldn't be talking about this. Okay? You know, 5 years ago, I let it slide. 10 years ago, when I was much younger, I figured, it's just a swing, right? The pendulum is swinging left, the pendulum is swinging right. But at this point, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I need to hate the cops, that I need to defund the cops, that I'm going to let this country fall apart so that there's nothing left for my children to grow up in, that they can't express their opinions unless it's these opinions specifically. No, I don't need this to be the way everything is moving. I don't need every single Super Bowl to have this in the middle of the halftime show. Okay? Call it a cultural issue, call it whatever you want. I don't want my children to have to watch J-Lo and Shakira perform stripping routines, all while Cardi B is in the background talking about these disgusting metaphors, and then I have to be the bad guy for saying, no, don't put that on in the house. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with understanding different people. All it has to do is decency. I think there's a certain level of decency that's missing at this point. And frankly, I think people that don't agree with this style of being don't necessarily hate these people. They just don't want to have to shove it and fight it all across their family entire lives. No, they want to be able to say to their children, no, you will stand for the flag because this is the country that gave your parents and your grandparents the opportunity that it has given at this point. And no further. That's it. That's all that we're asking for. But no, to tell us that we're wrong and bad for doing such a thing, that's the change that I want. I want this country to tell me that I'm allowed to say those things and that no one's going to trash me for saying it. Okay? I'll say, sure, you can kneel all you want as long as you don't get mad at me for standing. You can wear all the funny clothes that you want to wear as long as you don't get mad at me for telling my kids that they can't wear that to school. You can love whoever you want and be however you want as long as you allow my children to be that the way that I think is the proper way. Okay? Whether you have a different proper way than mine, it doesn't matter. I just need there to be some sort of semblance of coherence here. If you can do it, so can I. And that's all I ask.